Here we go.
All right, look at section 2, page 15. What it takes to be a great employee. What it takes to be a great employee. Become the employee that your dealership can't live without. How do we do that? What's most important to you when selecting a place to work? What's important to you? And I want you to think about this for a second. I want all of you to write out 5 things that's most important to you. What do you think that your dealership is looking for in a great employee? What do you think the dealership looks for? Now, I'm not talking about for an average employee because employers can hire average people easily. What are they looking for in a great employee? What do you think a dealership looks for in a great employee? I want you to list your top 5. What it takes to be a great employee. Listen, when you go for a job interview, or if you've ever were the person hiring someone and you were the one doing the interview, what happens in that interview? What goes on in there? What does the person applying for the job always say? Well, I'm motivated, I'm a team player, and I'm a hard worker, and I'm the top salesperson over at my dealership right now. What else? What happens on the interview? I already know your product. I'm already certified. I've already got the credit card, see? And I'm here every day on time. Early. I'm here early. I got such good work habits. I don't hang out with everybody. I'm always working. Right? It's like the resumes. Don't they all say the same thing? What is a resume anyway? What is it? What do they say? You got to share it. What?
I got my watch.
You got your watch. Yeah. You got a Suzuki watch. You sold so many cars, you got a watch. You the man. You the man. You got a watch. You got a Mont Blanc and a Rolex. You a good car man. So here's the stuff that they don't teach us. Let's look at it. The job interview is never over. Getting a job is the first step. Quick tip from Helmy. He always tells us we re-qualify to work where we work every day. Just because we did a good job last month, the bills are due when? This month. Does that have anything to do with last month? I don't care if you're the dealer, the porter, the salesperson, the finance manager. It doesn't matter who we are. We're all human beings. We're all the same, right? We all must re-qualify. We must re-qualify. Either we got lots of money in the bank and we can float for as long as we want to, or we better be able to get the job done so we get enough money in the bank, or we're going to be out of what? Business, right? And if we don't qualify to work there, then we don't qualify to work there. It's an ever-qualifying process. If your manager has to tell you what to do, it's too late. Write it in. Did you park that car back? Whoops, I forgot. Sitting there at 7:30 the next morning right in front of the showroom, right? If somebody has to come tell us what to do, then it's too late. We should already do what we know we're supposed to do. It should already be done. A great employee is always looking for ways to improve. Number 3. A great employee is always looking for ways to improve. A great employee is dedicated to self-improvement. And they don't need to be told to practice, drill, and rehearse. They just do it. Nobody's going to come and tell you to practice or get things done throughout the day. The managers are busy working deals and handling problems and taking care of things at the dealership. We have to take it upon ourselves. And I want you guys to write this down. 20, and you can write it like this. 20, 20, 20. Spend 20 minutes a day learning your what? Product. Spend 20 minutes a day working on your what? And spend 20 minutes a day on what else? Guess what it is? It could be a lot of things, but guess which one it is? This is a must. And if you don't get anything else out of the rest of these 2 days, I want you to get this right here. It's the most important thing. What is it? Your skills. That's it. If you spend 20 minutes a day learning your product, 20 minutes a day on your attitude, and 20 minutes a day on your skills, you'll be fine. You'll be able to fudge your way through the business if you can do this, if you want to call it fudging. If you'll do that, everybody, you know what everybody always says in the workshops, and they say, oh, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get back and I'm going to work on my skills 20 minutes a day. I'm going to get back to the dealership and I'm going to work on my skills and my attitude. Every day I'm going to spend 20 minutes reading, listening, hearing something positive. I'm going to the bookstore. I'm going to get some CDs. And if you haven't turned your car into a library yet, you need to. Because nothing's more important than your attitude. Nothing's more important than your product, and nothing's more important to you than your skills when it comes to selling more cars, making more money. We just got to do it. A great employee does not have downtime at work. What is downtime at work? Free time. MySpace, Facebook. Hey man, how many customers you got in your owner base? I don't know. How many friends you got on MySpace? 27. But it doesn't mean that you can't get things done during the day. It doesn't mean that you don't have time to tell a joke, or it doesn't mean, listen, we got to have fun. We need the fun back in the car business. That's not what I'm saying. But we need to spend most of our times getting it done, because you're going to have more fun with more money in the bank or less money? More money. Well, money's not everything. Okay, great. Money's not everything. Well, duh. It's not going to solve all your problems. Well, duh. But it sure will help if you do have a problem. At least if you got some money, you might be able to get there to take care of it. Is that right? So we need to keep it fun. We still can joke. We can still high five. We must actually have fun. But we need to spend more time working. The average salesperson, we said it earlier, works how many hours of a 10-hour shift? 3 hours. Fill it in. A great employee stays out of the huddle and always finds something productive to do. Number 5, a great employee behaves like someone is always what?
Watching.
Yeah. I always feel like. Great employees don't sneak around trying to get away with stuff. They act as if they're writing a manual to work by. Remember, we're talking about great employees. We're not talking about like the average. Remember this, please. And if you're thinking, boy, I wish so-and-so was here so they could hear this. If you're thinking, man, I know a couple people back at the dealership, I wish they could have made the trip because this is exactly what they needed to hear. If you're thinking that, you're wrong. I'm saying it for you and I'm saying it for me. This is what great employees behave like. So today, be selfish. Take it all up in for yourself. I want you to be selfish for 2 days. Number 18, but you said teamwork and try to help others. Well, yes. But I want you to be selfish for 2 days and absorb as much as you can so you can be a better employee. Here's some more stuff they don't teach us. A great employee acts like they would want their employees to act. I want you to think about this for a second. If you mortgaged everything you have, you sold everything that you got, and you invested all of your money into a car dealership, you took your money, so your family's dependent on it whether it makes it or it don't. You have all this invested. How would your employees act? What would they look like? What would you want your employees to look like if you were the dealer? Me. If you were the dealer. Yeah, I look like a pro. My shoes are shine. I got my tie tied. I'm looking like a pro. What would they act like? What would they sound like? What would they think like? Like a pro. A great employee doesn't gossip or participate in dealership politics. I didn't say there's not dealership politics. I said a great employee doesn't participate. If you don't have anything good to say, then don't what? Say it. If you have a genuine issue that needs addressing, should we take it to every other salesperson and talk about how our commission wasn't right and they made a mistake in the office? And should we spend like 5 hours getting everybody involved in it and talking about how everything's so bad and this place is trying to steal from me? Or should we just simply like go to the manager and say, look, I think I might have a genuine concern here. Can you help me with it? Because I know stuff might not happen. That stuff might not happen at your dealership. I'm just saying. It could. I don't know. Number 8, a great employee does not talk negatively about the dealership, the products, the service, the managers, the customers, or other employees. This is a place that signs your checks. If you don't like it, find a new place to get someone to sign your check. Period. If you're spending time complaining, you're losing. If it's really that bad, you might want to think about going somewhere else. But I'm warning you right now, after doing this for 16 years, the grass is not greener. Step up to the mirror, baby. If you want better results, if you want to make more money, step up to the mirror. Or else you're going to end up being like a lot of us in the car business. We've been to this dealership, we've been to that dealership, we've been to that dealership, been to this dealership, been there, been over here, and we think it's better over here. Oh yeah, there's so much cars, we'll go over there. Guess what happens? Since our habits determine our outcome, we get the same outcome. We might be fired up for a little bit. It's new. It's like a new toy. You know, you're wearing it out. You're excited. And then what happens once you spike up? You go back where? You go back down. Look in the mirror. Don't look for outside sources to help you to be successful. Number 9, great employees go out of their way to help other employees succeed. There's nothing like being a part of a winning team. There's nothing like it. Helping other people succeed further elevates the quality of your dealership and makes everyone's job easy. Number 10, a great employee treats every customer like their only what? Customer. Does a customer care if the showroom's full with other customers? If they're not being helped? What happens when you and I go into a restaurant? We sit down and no one comes over to take our drink order. You know, they sat us down, asked us smoking, non-smoking. Would you like a booth or a table? They sat us down. Once they sat us down, we're hanging, chilling, sitting there, hungry. And they don't come take our drink order. Next thing you know, the people that was next to you, they get sat down, and somebody comes over and takes their drink order. How does that make you feel? Does that ever happen to anybody in here, or is it just me? What do we do at that point? Either A, we get up and leave, or B, we're like, man, we had a 45-minute wait. There's no way I'm leaving now. But does that determine what kind of tip they get? Okay, our customers don't care how busy we are. They only care whether we care about them or not, period. They don't care if we're busy. So let's treat them like they're the only customer. No matter how busy you are, slow down and give all your attention to the customer. Number 11, on page 19 at the top, it says a great employee looks like $1 million. When you arrive at work, you represent yourself, your dealership, and your product. How you look, dress, and groom matters. Everything matters. It all matters. You never get a second chance to make a what? First impression. Some of us have shoes that look like we shine them with a brick. What do we need to do? Well, we need to get out some shoe shine and polish up a little bit. We need to look like professionals. I mean, what happened to the American car salesperson that looked like a pro? White shirt, blue shirt, ready to rock. You know, some of us wear other uniform shirts. That's fine, but make sure they're pressed, not wrinkled, and look like a pro, like you care about what you do. And how about your breath? Do we need dragon breath or good smelling breath? Good smelling breath. Now, a great employee that looks like $1 million when they walk out with confidence and they know what they're talking about. You see, people want to do business with people who are successful. I don't care what anybody else tells you. Yes, you can mirror and match. Yes, as a person, you need to be humble and talk to your customers, anyone else you come in contact with, like you're a professional, but also humble enough, but with confidence, not cockiness, because there's a huge difference. And what happened to the humor? Should we put the humor back in the car business? Yes or no? We should have fun. We should have fun with the customer. Look good, have fun, smile. Number 12, a great employee operates with unwavering what? Integrity.